we have not gone into the details of his chest yet, no, because we'll do a lot of that when we start working on the shading process. Okay, so we are now moving on to his hand. I think it will be beneficial if I zoom in for you.
Is it so bright?
Is it too bright?
Look at it.
I just didn't want it to be like, is that better? Because like, we still need to kind of see him.
Whose phone is ringing?
That is mine, sorry. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, I have already put in his thumb here, okay? Mine's a little chunky, so I think I'm actually gonna shave it down a little bit. That's better. Okay, now, if you notice, his hand kind of has more of like a square shape right here. And have you guys put in this sideline yet? This one right here?
No.
No? Okay, so if you look at his hand, you want to follow the curve. So it's kind of like his hand is a cup right here. Okay, so we don't want to go too far out. We want to keep that integrity of the side of his hand. Thank you. Are we to here yet? We have a thumb in the side of the hand.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Ray, do you need help?
I haven't even done this one yet.
Is this good?
His thumb is a little long. If I were you, I would take... Come in!
If I actually take
The Super Bowl is on Sunday.
you guys. What you say?
Chill out.
Okay, sorry to anyone who is listening to the recording. I need to send
Coffee still good.
a video to get onto your email, your school email. Sorry guys, I know.
We chill.
Hang on.
We chill. We good.
Yeah, we're good. I don't know about that.
I watched all the videos just because it was funny.
You watched that?
All of them.
I would never watch them if I didn't have to because they're both like an hour long.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably die if I did that.
I had a lot of free time.
Fine, I'll go into it.
Please.
Look
at us.
We don't need to hear us.
We didn't.
Copy.
Just a true
Famous.
In one of the videos, you can hear Ray's, not famous.
Yeah.
One of the videos.
I was very cool.
Why do you have a quote?
Because who doesn't have a quote? Have you read my quote? It's gorgeous.
Every other teacher doesn't have a quote.
Yes, they do. A lot of teachers have quotes.
Mr. Doctor doesn't have a quote.
He doesn't need a quote. He is the quote.
He is the quote.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Mr. Doctor.
Is it awkward to you?
I'm going to
What's wrong?
Look at the space
It's stuck together in the wrong spot, so it keeps, like,
It doesn't have to be perfect, love.
I'm not making it perfect. I'm trying to just make it to where it actually
And
sticks.
I listened to
And doesn't stick to everything else.
Talked about something about like
Okay, copy.
and then Sharky. And I was like, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna
that
try to
sound
cut this
visual,
part out
like, there are a
because
lot of
this is
people that
boring.
talk about
Okay, ladies, what are your emails?
No? Did you go to the military ball? No. I don't know.
Right there? Okay, and yours? You got lucky.
People listen to that crappy country station.
Oh, go ahead.
Most of my friends.
Which one? Julia? Are you this creepy thing? Okay.
It's a high.
Sorry, that sounded rude, but it's not. Okay, video, tutorials. Okay, you ladies will need to watch both of those videos to get caught up to what we're doing. And then what we're doing right now, I'm currently recording, and then I will upload later. So 4 minutes. I have to delete at least 4 minutes. And if I don't, then you will all hear this. Okay, back to the originals. Now, if you zoom in real close on his little hand here, okay, My recommendation is to start this as if you see little beans. Okay? So I have put in a line right here to complete the hand, but then obviously right here you can see little tidbits of a line. Okay? We would need to keep that integrity while adding in the beans. So we have our line here, and then we're just going to put little beans in. No, it's back there in a box. Yes, so when I say beans, watch. Watch what I'm saying. Okay, so I have this little hand, this little pinky, but I'm making it a bean. Do you see that? Oh, it's not very dark. Hang on. So it curls and comes down. Do you see how that's like a little bean?
It looks like a little face.
Yeah, that works.
Dinosaur face.
Okay, so you have one. Then I'm not going to go right next to it. I'm going to come across before I add in the next bean.
Valentine's Day, next one.
You did worse than her?
No.
I'm gonna be alone.
What'd you guys do?
Second bean.
Second bean. It looks like it's gonna have a little. Why is so low on this card? My views look like.
I can help you adjust that later. Okay, the next one comes right next to it.
I left it just to, I got
Where do you
super
want
tired
this?
of jumping next to Julie.
You should put it back at my desk.
I liked how the first song.
I hope you are listening, because if you're not, I'm not going to help you. Thank you.
I'm not good at drawing
I'm
fingers.
gonna need your help eventually.
Well, I'm not going to help you if all you're doing is chatting.
Well, I'm drawing. Okay, I got some little beans in there. That's how she described it.
They are. They're little beans.
How you do that?
Terrible.
How you do that?
Mine looks gross.
I had to improvise the arms so I could just fit
Please remember that right now, although you might think they look stupid, we still have to go in with all of our values, which will help accentuate the way that finger looks. So don't panic. We are just putting in our placeholders.
I'm gonna make this wide.
I am going to slide this finger sideways a little bit more.
I'm not even panicking at this point. I know it's not.
Julius took Riley to a long point and they got ribeyes. He spent $70 on it. Whoa.
We went to Texas right now.
Just.
I stayed home.
We went to ice cream. Yeah, we got an ice cream and I ate like the whole thing in 2 bites.
You guys
Almost
went
like
places.
I like almost choked in.
I almost went to King's Chicken. I had to decide against
I
it.
can't.
It's like it's a brand new chicken place that they just put. Well, it's a chicken place they just put in.
Parker really put Katie Storm his band.
Why?
Oh, Storm's
Because the day he asked, like, ended up not being able to go, and we found out literally right before the dance. So we just took Katie.
When I saw you up there, I was like, what'd she do? Because you were standing in line. Like,
I wasn't looking at
what'd
you.
do that
Sorry.
important?
Sorry, it may have looked like I was looking in your direction. Sorry.
You're good.
What is that? I'm trying to make his finger. I'm not gonna.
Long
I was
shapes.
for that, because you were there.
So it comes all the way down, right? So just cut out those long shapes and then slice them in half.
Mine look like Cheeto
Well,
puffs. Mine
Okay.
look like-
I'm gonna wait till you guys are to this point. Yes, I would absolutely love to help you.
Yeah, I definitely need some help.
man, mine you just need help. I didn't do the arm. I had to improvise fast.
I need major help against my hand. It seems like I had a little trouble growing hand. I think my hand is too small.
It is way too small.
That's rude.
Also, I just barely did those arms like right before we started this.
Now put your fingers here. Okay.
I'm really excited for drawing one because that class is so much easier than this class.
I'm doing drawing
But it's
too.
it's way more enjoyable
I just have a real chunky side.
This is the only class I'm
and
taking.
try.
because you need to graduate, right?
Nope.
You just taking it.
It's not chill.
I'm just taking it because I want to take it, bro. Skip.
Yeah, it's an elective.
Did you call him broke?
Yeah. I have all my elective credits. I don't need more elective credits.
What credits do you need to graduate?
I've got some online math, which I don't need, but you know, it'll help me get better places in life. I'm taking.
This morning, like other classes.
Oh, biology.
Biology. I like
No, when I got one assignment
Were you with
done.
a, is it Jen?
And I was doing pretty well.
Did that teach you?
I didn't get paid, but I got one of those.
Yeah, he teaches it. I thought he taught that.
Oh gosh, I was watching him back up whatever, and he does the ribbon thing. Is his
The cookies were hard.
why they're ribbon?
So
And then he sets the flag.
It was bricked up.
What happened? I heard fire and I got.
right there. But you guys have a muscle?
It's so
I ate too much
it's so
cheese.
good. If you'll remember,
You didn't have.
so
You had the square little cheese thingies there where it could like
the guy
there's all like mouse.
her out.
Broke.
I feel like he looks like he has like a tiny
Well,
realistic.
Hands were so weird.
He's not like her. No. He's so ugly. I hate her. Amanda?
I would bring your fingers maybe more so.
Miranda. Miranda. Okay, it's Miranda.
So bring them up.
Oh my gosh, why do my fingers look like pee-pee?
So
Okay.
What is it? What's
Your
that?
fingers are way too small.
My arm's messed up. I
Can I
have
help
to do
you?
it
Bro, those are
fast.
mini fingers. Yes, the itty bitty bit.
He's got like one small hand.
Here's my finger.
Is the arm look good? Sure.
Your arm looks fine.
That's not a finger. That's a little tiny girl. He has nuts.
Kind of lost all of the integrity of their muscles.
Like, what if you skipped one arm day?
No.
You could come to leg days.
No.
What?
Ray is trying to convince her that his drawing is great.
Skipped arm day and just kept doing everything.
His head being
I mean, it kind of looks like he did skip arm day.
If you look at no, I like
But
his
like,
being a
his
simple.
arms are jacked, but his arms are like.
runs into the neck. Mine doesn't. And yours has a face.
Yeah, I want to do like a cool thing and just like save the circle for last if you would.
Say black.
I would be completely fine with my guy having like buff legs and the top of him just tight.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lot.
It did.
Okay, I got it if it was.
Okay, put your fingers there.
Ah!
How big does it need to be?
Ah!
I have put
Dude, it's a pencil.
Hey,
I really think you could just swipe
clarification
it
there
off.
for you.
I didn't know what I did.
This looks fine.
I didn't know what you did, so I was like, ah! Like, oh my god, don't judge me!
Follow this
You
line.
said, why do you say full finger now?
Okay, but this finger.
I think you should refrain from drinking coffee ever again.
No, I gotta do one.
My mom won't let me drink coffee all the time. She's like, you're already short enough. If you drink more, you'll just shrink.
You know what? How? Don't stop the girl from drinking coffee.
Oh, he's hyper.
That's okay. I'm hyper too, and I haven't even had any coffee today. So,
But coffee is so good.
huh?
Coffee is so good.
How is coffee good?
People that drink coffee and that are hyper, it's because they, most of the time they act hyper. Because coffee's just like, there's not even enough caffeine in it to really make
Is
you
it a
hyper.
member
It's
game
enough
that you're trying to
caffeine
play?
My finger.
Fun fact, people with ADHD get calmed down by coffee. She says that she's like sipping her Starbucks.
Girl,
The only
you
people
gotta be
that,
consistent.
the only people that are hyper after coffee is
No, all of our fingers are the different size like yours.
These people drinking energy
Mine
drinks
was
will be
a little
like
worse.
bouncing off the wall. Were you in a Rangers?
Sharky Bear.
I watched Sharky Bear.
No,
He was my dad.
Parker gave it to
He was
me.
my dad.
Who's your daddy?
No.
Oh, whoa,
Ray!
Suddenly gay.
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong. Wrong. Incorrect.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I didn't wear Sharky's shorts. Stuff had to happen.
Ray! Are you a stalker? Do you stalk Mr. Shark? Do you not remember that?
No.
Yeah,
Because I just readjusted.
I have a pair of Sharky shoes.
You're definitely a stalker.
So,
Do you fanboy over Mr. Shark?
you were there. Okay.
I don't remember.
So it was a
Like his
PT
first day
night,
back
and
here, are you gonna
I
go
was-
like?
We were like wearing blue
Oh
clothes.
yeah.
And I said, I need PT clothes. So we went to his house and got me a shirt. I don't wear a shirt. He got me basketball shorts that are my favorite shorts ever, and he got me shoes that are too small. I still keep them though. I will never throw them away. I'll like write Sharky in his phone. When he comes back, I'm gonna get him to sign me the shoes. You know how much those would sell on like eBay?
Dye my yearbook with a shirt.
No.
And it was
Yeah, and then I got to sign my sword.
But do you have Sharky's basketball shorts? Are you wearing basketball shorts?
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm gonna be honest with you. What are you gonna do?
I just called him back for a year and he accepted it sometimes.
Yeah, we're going
Sometimes.
over here.
People like me. Yeah, I say that.
It's
I
not
thought
that
you was
it's
your
your job.
father.
I know.
You
Just because we're both albino doesn't mean we're related.
That'll help make it feel less like weird.
Miss Carter, after you're done, can you check my
But sometimes he just admitted it. Like, I remember one time I said, hey, Dad, and he was just like, oh, it was like, oh.
You did that a lot though.
Okay, how does that feel?
Not, yeah, but he never called her son.
Okay.
That's why I'm special, Mitchell.
Thank you. I went to Sabres yesterday and I saw a shirt and I was like, that's mine.
I think you might have a little Sharky obsession, Ray.
He's my dad.
He got mad at me because the country radio station I listened to did like Military Monday and they were looking for shout outs. So I shouted out Sharky and he's like, I should have shouted out Sharky. And I was like, so then why didn't you?
Is that sick name? That makes sense.
Because he's not smart.
I talked to Julius and I was like, we're going to tease her about this. I was like, oh, yeah.
Zamora.
Oh, Zamora.
Did you almost just say Caesar?
Well, that was also a Julius. I just don't know.
Well, you keep saying Julius and I'm like, who is this?
You knew who Julius was.
No, I didn't know him as Zamora, dude.
Just want to hammer on that box.
Yeah, like, what's the box doing?
You just know it's close.
I need boxes, girl.
I'm not. I feel like you
That
like me.
face is just
I couldn't find any other friends.
I know, I
really
love
watched
it.
you play VR. So I couldn't use this Me?
Yeah, you.
My fault, my friends
It
had
was
it.
funny because like the whatever
In the car, and it wouldn't work because he would fly away.
Yeah, and then Colonel's son is just like, it's not gonna
That's
work.
not
I
gonna
tried.
work.
I tried.
He just
on the
like
plane.
related. I like how they were all talking about like Five Nights at Freddy's or something.
I
And
know,
he
if he was
related.
listening.
He
Well,
was
he was
talking
like,
about it with them.
I know, it's like, I didn't know what you guys
That
thought.
was
I
so
was just like, oh.
It was a game we played. It was very cringy.
No. I'm not gonna go with a bunch of couples
Some of
going
us
kissy kissy
continue.
face.
What?
Okay, does that feel better?
Because like,
Yeah,
it's
this
supposed
is-
to be a really
Okay.
good
Yep.
Yeah, but there's no one's there.
Hey,
I don't
did I
wanna
check
be
you
Yes,
too?
it is.
No, you didn't help me at all.
This actually looks good.
Oh,
It's
thanks,
basically
man.
about a guy that
I
kills
did
a
not
bunch of
help
kids
me with my
and
hand.
they're, like,
I didn't help with my
haunted
fingers.
suits and kill people and
Your thumb and everything else is weird.
live that you die.
Wait.
I'm not
No, it's just
You're playing last night.
Dude, I'm not excited.
Mortal
about
Kombat?
that.
Yes, my hands don't hurt anymore, so I can play more.
I don't ever
Yeah, my thumb doesn't really hurt that much anymore.
Yeah, I'm all okay, so we should play again until
Are you in her flight?
Yes, I'm
Why does this always happen to you? I always feel like the end of
Yeah.
conversation.
You can like wear your uniform and stuff.
I should.
good at it, even though
Am I
at first
going
I
to?
get
And then I was beating a 5-year-old with no mercy.
and then I was beating you, no mercy.
Okay.
Not really, because my fingers don't look like fingers. They look like finger palms.
Mortal Kombat. Let's say Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I was just my brother, he wouldn't let us like turn off the game, so I was spamming him with
It
the
was
same
like-
move
Okay.
over.
That's only things people don't know how to
Let's move on, please.
We were just,
I do too
we were
now.
all really angry. So we're all just.
Hello, how can I help you?
I play a
I don't think you're in the right class. This is A day.
teleport.
Yes.
Every Monday and I did.
It's so annoying.
Okay.
It just,
So we are now moving on to the head. We've got the hand or the other fingers in, so we may move on to the head. Okay. It's the last part. We need to put his head in. Okay, if you have not noticed, the distance between the back of his neck and his chin is pretty far. But if you've measured correctly, you should be on the right spot. So take the measurement of neck to chin, move it down. If it matches armpit to elbow, you're in the right spot.
Wait, neck to what?
So from neck to chin, that's talking about this back line that we've drawn. If it matches armpit to elbow, you are in the sweet spot. Okay? So armpit to elbow, neck to chin. Perfect match. Okay? From here, we kind of want to start just guesstimating realistically where we want the head to go based upon what line that we see.
Where do I put this?
Which one, huh?
Where do I put them?
There's purple spray underneath this. There's purple solution underneath the sink. Just put in like a little pour, lots of water. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and first begin on just blocking in a shape for his head. It's gonna feel kind of big and bulky right now because we have not put in any of his hair. Okay? So this is what we've got so far. Okay? Now, before I move on into shaping, make sure your angle is correct. So if I look and I line up the angle on his nose to his chin and I bring it over, okay, that means I need to kind of block in a little bit more there. And then you'll see that an angle comes back this direction. So we come back this direction about midway.
Yeah, just like we judge you, right?
What would you judge me about?
How do you make it?
Okay, so now we have kind of like a weird
Well, great. Now
circle with 2 points, right? We know that this point right here is the nose, okay? So that means that I need to start creating this line. And if you notice, it probably helps to draw a line relative to where his head would actually be. Okay? So we have this line that I have drawn that comes up and around. Now I'm going to try to mimic the curl of his nose. So we're just going to put in this line here first. Okay. Okay. How many of you are panicking?
Me.
Oh, good. You should be.
Oh, thank you. Thank you then.
You're welcome. If you take the line of the neck that we've created and you curve it down, okay? So we take that line and we curve it down. Right now we're trying to put in, or at least put in where we will put our ear. So if we bring that line down, it should hit the end of the ear. So if I bring this line down and I go about halfway,
what did you name him?
his ear should technically be in this vicinity.
He looks like
Okay. Well, my head's too small.
We'll make it bigger. By the way, if you're noticing your head's too small, take this line that we talked about, armpit to elbow, and make sure you use that to measure his head, because he's going to be as tall as he is wide. Boom. Super easy.
I gotta restart this. I totally messed up.
Okay, now we're going to start to curve some of our lines over. So now you can kind of start to see
You're going too fast.
the head. Okay, I'm sorry. Should I stop?
Fast, yeah.
Okay.
His forehead, whoa, that's like a, it's very smooth.
We will be covering a lot of that with hair, but right now we're just blocking in where we're going to have the head so that it all looks more natural when we start putting in hair.
Oh, you do that.
That's kind of like a caveman forehead going.
I know.
Let me check your angle. It's looking real flat. So you have a line that like comes out that direction. You wanted to pull everything one way.
I can't.
And you need to
Drake
come
was just
back.
freaky.
What?
Did you hear her laugh? She was scary.
On Thursday?
Yeah, she's like a little golem. Smeagol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that now.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I feel like
There's
that.
so much drama Thursday.
Oh my god.
swear.
I almost quit the cap. I was so mad.
I know you did.
Don't quit.
Oh, I
happened?
was.
Yeah, it was bad.
Y'all should switch quadrants, honestly.
And while I
big
was
now.
being dramatic, because, you know, it's my thing.
Was it
But
harder or
seriously, like, I called my
or just like perfectly fine?
She made things
Wait,
a
you
lot
were
more
dramatic?
dramatic.
So she said, you need to be mature.
So if I were you,
I called my dad. And one time. And then
maybe find
I'm.
some like.
Why did you just shut up? Shut up. You're also a hypocrite because you can't shut up. And then Brown went and cried to a senior member about how I called her a hypocrite,
And then she went and cried
and
in the
then she
bathroom
cried
forever.
in the bathroom for 10 minutes.
And then, no, it was more than 10 minutes. And then she brought like half her flight with her.
Yeah, she
because-
brought.
Check out her heads because I'm worried.
I'm worried too.
So,
And
I don't like heads no more.
I'm concerned.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And then they said, leave your cap thrown at the door. And I was like, I did. She's the one that brought it up to senior members. And then she said, if you call another person a hypocrite at cap, you're we're gonna take you to the
They can't kick you out of cap for that. You realize that if they send that to
I'm
me
aware.
up to Captain Satara is not gonna sign that.
I'm aware.
They tried to 2B me so many times that I know that you can and can't get 2B for.
They tried to do it to me too. That's how I know.
Captain Satara should have told me she would
Better?
never sign for me to get 2B.
Not
what is that?
I
I
was.
know Captain said she would sign for me to do.
No eyeballs.
She's like, believe it or not.
Dude, Captain Satara's like an answer.
Because at the end of Wendover, I was the one that like turned off all the power switches. I'm the one that did all that. I just helped them pack up their trailer.
Look at you being so bored.
I didn't have a ride home. They were my ride home.
You were begging for a ride home, basically.
I was chilling with Major Satara and his kid.
Oh, Ben?
Ben is
Ben is
awesome.
adorable.
Adorable.
I love Ben.
I should actually
But
show
Captain
Cat
Satara
meeting
took-
sometime to see Ben.
To Yoda, I was mad because I couldn't chill with the dog. No, I
Were
did
you
chill with the
there
dog.
when we all celebrated Yoda?
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, I was there.
We were like,
Yeah, I mean, they just laughed because it was in the admin
Our
hut.
captain meeting of friends
I was
was-
there. Just needs to like to make that full attention.
I don't think we're like. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like whatever you need.
If you have a choice.
Yeah, I think I'd do it either way.
Which is good for me.
which is just good for me. Oh, I can't touch a snake and it didn't bother me.
Jeez.
Right, you
you're
can't
showing
think I'm
eyes
not.
for
It's a
like
teddy bear.
That represents Sharky. Also, I wouldn't be used.
Dude, ask Parker. I don't know.
Whoa, you made
pencil
it.
you're using?
This one?
Which line did you
Oh
draw?
gosh, go back and get a 3H.
Okay.
I'm presenting
This 8B.
Which
8B.
Which
We're trying to do this in 8B.
which line did you draw?
Girl!
Damn. Did you draw this? Okay. Do you have a need? So you made it bigger. Okay.
If it connects to the line,
I
it's
forgot
the
which
right
one I drew.
line.
I forgot which one I drew.
Wait, what am I grabbing?
The HB. You need
It's
either
true,
a
but-
3 or a 5.
3 or 5?
Yes.
Can I use an HP? That's what I'm
You
doing.
can use an HB. I'm just trying to make her go from like drastic dark lines to like calm.
Look, man, I just found a pencil that was sharp.
Mitchell can be a
Well,
drastic
you're
dark
gonna
person.
need to reevaluate that in this class. Just a pencil that is sharp is never a good idea.
I don't draw,
Better
okay?
than a pencil that's dull.
Well, that's what this class. Learn. Is that better?
This elbow's not cheap
Sure.
enough.
Okay, you cut
Correct.
your
Elbow, look right there, it's like bone.
She lectured me for like the second time that day, and I said, I'm not going for that. Just kidding, no.
Dude, just switch squadrons. Honestly,
Yeah, I said that.
come to the squadron that's here at the school.
You actually surgery?
Yeah. What'd you say? No, but the kids at this school suck.
Yeah.
The school sergeant,
Yeah.
the school sergeant kids, squadron kids are super annoying.
Okay, but they're never gonna learn if they don't have a good leader to teach them.
Doesn't matter. They're still in. Have you met Fenton? Have you met?
Yes, I have, and he's never gonna learn if he
Also,
doesn't have a good leader to teach him.
He's never gonna learn from the life.
He abuses his rank. He's gonna abuse his
I
rank.
know he does. He's tried to pull rank on me
This
5
actually
times, and
looks
I don't
good.
think I don't give that.
Just
I
post
said your
school
rank
rank on
means
him.
nothing to me.
Quickly.
The only.
Post school rank on him.
He doesn't care about school rank.
Yeah.
And I told him, I'm like, dude, you can't say crap, I'm a lieutenant at school. And I'm just like, I'm not the person to pull rank, you know?
Kind of like,
Well, I straight up tell him, I'm like, dude, I don't care what your rank is. Like, you're not
That's
a higher
not right.
position over me, you're not even in the same squadron as me, so you can't.
I said I will never call her ma'am.
Yeah.
Please don't call me ma'am, I don't appreciate it.
I call Kimberly ma'am.
This is fine.
No, yeah, Hogan walked up to me after I got my rank and he goes,
like that, we kind of
headache? And I'm like, don't do that, don't do that.
The
Not
lighter
now.
you go, the less you'll have to erase, and it won't look as
No, ma'am.
messy.
Why are your drawings are dark? It's so cool.
Yeah, because
Because darkness is good.
Yeah,
No,
and
it's
like
not.
that line is gonna be hard to get rid
prefer
of.
to
We
call you
can
ma'am or
hide it
mom.
a little bit more with our.
Mom is better than
I
ma'am.
hate ma'am.
You hated
Ma'am
mom.
makes me sound like an old lady.
Or an officer.
Welcome to my life.
but we have to call you ma'am or
Which
Miss
one is
Carter.
married or
I would
not
prefer
married?
Miss
Mrs. or
Carter.
Mrs.?
But
Miss is not married.
And Mrs. is married.
Yeah.
and Ms. is none of your business.
What?
So if a teacher wants to be called Ms. So
Oh.
and so, that means it's none of your business whether they're married or not.
Like Ms. Like M-I-Z.
Not Miss, but Ms. MS.
MS,
I've
yeah.
never heard someone request to be called Ms.
I have had it before in my years of being in school.
Why
You've
would they
requested
do
it,
that?
or
Were
you
they,
someone-
No, I've had a teacher request us call them that.
were they mean?
No, they just said
It's just
So
that they like
it's gonna be
don't want to
Ms.
use the personal name.
so and so,
I can get that.
and they emphasize the Ms. And it's just rule of thumb. That's just it's none of your business whether they could be widowed, they
I've
could
been
be
stabbed. See this?
separated, it
Right
could be
there?
whatever they choose.
Right there. Me
I don't know,
Julius
I just
wrestled
call
and
teachers
grabbed
so
flies
they're
off
happy
his
to call
table.
them, no question.
Okay, that looks good.
Because Julius is
I
a
just
pretty
get
rough-
Okay,
awkward
do you want me to come
like
check yours? Okay.
I just got awkward, like, if I don't know if they want me to call them Mrs. or Miss, I'm just like, what do I call them?
I am technically Mrs. Carter, but everybody calls me Miss Carter. I mean, I'm married, but like kids don't know that because it's just Miss Carter's faster than Mrs. Carter.
Because you seem
Or
so
just
young.
Miss Carr.
I call everybody Miss.
I am technically young.
We do live in Utah.
I feel like I know it.
People get married at 21.
No.
Actually, I know
My
19-year-olds that are
sister's
getting
engaged.
married.
I'm never getting married.
My sister's getting
I'm gonna be
My
25 before I
sister's
get married.
It's just my dad.
I'm
And
an
so is my
uncle
aunt.
right
No,
now.
my aunt.
So I met
Remember, I'm the
my
oldest
sister.
sibling, so.
Are you gonna come with me?
There's so many people getting married.
No!
Huh?
Right? I know that a lot of people getting divorced, not married.
My dad's surprised.
We're still in high
Touch
school.
it, I can't
But
do
it's gonna
it.
happen. It's your talk. It's just by the time y'all are out of high school, y'all will be engaged.
I just wanted to remind you.
How's
Okay, guys, we gotta get through this. I know that we are going slow, but we've got to hustle. Okay. We're gonna work on the definition of his face. Okay, I'm just gonna wait because I'm not gonna yell over you. Okay. So we've got the nose in. Do not shorten his nose. His nose needs to be there. Notice my line and my nose are further back, right? But that's because the line that's coming underneath is going to go right in the middle of his nose. Yes. Okay.
I give him like a Homer Simpson.
Then we bring
That was a second.
all these lines tucked underneath. Perfect. So then, if we erase just that little smidgen of a line that we put in first. Yes, that's an excellent plan. Sorry. It's too bright. It's too dark. It's too bright.
Deep breaths.
Better?
Why am I the one right next to you?
Oh, let's refocus here.
Throw something in the towel if I throw something.
Okay, thank you.
That's a little better.
They put me right next to her.
You asked me to sit right next to you.
No, I didn't. Remember your seat was there. Next to Rowan. Is Rowan in this class? Did you just talk
Wait, on the black one.
Rose?
Yeah, on the black
I thought
one.
he was not in this class.
Well, he should be.
The white marker.
I thought I saw
That sounds
something.
no.
He has work in the morning. And this is every
Good
first period.
job. I really need a job, actually.
The bowling alley's hiring.
At what age?
I don't know.
One.
Kim, do we know yet?
When I turn 15, I'm gonna apply at cafeteria.
Okay, one thing I want you guys to see. If I was to take my pencil, the eye line to the ear are on the same line. Okay? So, when we put in our eyeball, it's going to help us figure out where it's supposed to go.
So weird. This is one of like the ones that you push. So
Mhm.
every time I go to write, it pushes down.
Yeah.
What's bowling alley?
Okay.
Say spell bowling.
Really quick, before any of you put in the eyeball, I want you to see something very important, okay? Does his eyeball look like that?
No.
No, it does not. It actually looks like that, right? So, again, I'll go big. If I flip my paper over really quick, his eyeball does not look like that, right? What you'll need to do is you'll come up with the bottom eyelid, okay? Then you'll come over another eyelid, right? Almost like a mouth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, it's so tiny that we won't need too many lines, but you have to make sure that you are coming up and then down. So if you need to sharpen your pencil right now is the time to do so.
Oh, man, our big guy.
Is that what you've been doing this whole time?
Yeah, we're doing the eyeball right now. Thank you. It all looks so weird unless you shade. Right now he looks really high strung.
Crack and chemo.
He's like, honestly, he looks a little constipated. He does.
Crack, chemo, and constipated. Alright.
I have eaten in weeks. I see that. Because it's like this. I'm grateful for that. I've been losing weight because I haven't eaten in weeks.
Okay, at this point you'll notice I'm just starting to bring in detail here and there. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think that I have both.
something like that.
Okay, you can ask that question every single time and I'll give you the same answer. I've been doing this a very long time.
I can't see it. Your arms in the
It's all about practice.
She did the Homer Simpson novel. I should have done the Homer Simpson.
Okay, as you guys get into the ear, I am not expecting too much detail. Okay, because ears are complicated and these are tiny ears. Okay, if you want to just do simple lines, that's fine. I am going to block in some shapes where it is darkest. That help me find where and how I want the ear to look.
It looks like a clown.
I don't think that's how you want to do it.
Once we begin shading with our stump and such, it'll be a little easier to bring in more of the definition of these ears.
Ears are stupid.
I made the mouth look even worse.
Slightly squint.
Why is his nose
Oh
so
my God.
small?
Because
It's supposed
You
to
got
be
this.
This. It looks so
That's
weird.
actually not bad. Your ear's in a weird spot though.
plastic surgery. Kate.
We'll bring the chin in.
Yes.
You guys have adjusted on your own enough. It is time for me to let you work and learn how to adjust on your own. Okay? I'm happy to come and help you if you are in desperate need. But at some point, I have to rip the Band-Aid off.
Like, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Tape, or is it gonna be like a regular band?
Well, at this point, it depends upon how committed you are.
For me, is it gonna be like duct tape or band-aid?
Probably duct tape. But it's okay, because you're never going to learn unless you try to do it on your own. Okay?
Inside of his ear looks like a dead raccoon.
So does mine. So you're probably doing great. Okay, now we get to start doing the hair, and you are all familiar with hair.
I love hair.
I despise hair.
The best advice I can give you is to just work with shapes. So if you see that hair is in one direction, make that hair go that direction.
I hate doing hair.
And the front part of his hair is pretty simple. I would say find the darkest lines and then kind of work with tufts off of that.
Hair is just a lot of unnecessary shading.
It's not unnecessary.
Well, a lot of not fun shading.
If you want to put in a little bit of curls just for funsies, because I probably will, because I like the way curly hair looks more, then do that. This is way too dark, Williams. Can't even see it.
Well, it's got dark on the side. It just didn't look right.
trash.
Yeah. That's what you get.
I'm a little
Mine's
bit
also
under
gonna look
the
like
shit,
trash,
don't
though,
Okay,
so.
I'm doing my hair now.
Hey, do the chicken dance. You talk bad about yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
You do too.
Hey, look.
I don't like it. And his face kind of looks like he's an early 2000s female.
It kind of reminds me of like Peter Pan.
I don't know about you guys, but every time I look at him, and I don't even think that he is Asian, but I think Squid Games.
I think he's Korean.
He
reminds me of
looks
Straight Bacon.
he looks like Kevin Bacon in Footloose.
He looks like Patrick Bateman from American.
Like I said, actually, I think this is Apollo Ono, the speed skater. Because I don't think he's Asian, but it just gives me Squid Game vibes. Because you know, in like those like pictures where they're like freezing.
I think.
You know what I mean? Like that. What is it called? The
Because my mom's
Brother.
yes. I was like, I can't even think of the name.
Your mom or your stepmom?
my mom.
I'm talking about my son. I wish we just. I don't call him.
No, some people are really.
So Kaplan, have you figured out drawing yet or not yet?
Dad, but I call him Dad.
Let me see. While they're all working.
Why'd you call him?
Well, we've been around since I was 3, and that's kind of something that my mom was like, I would call him Dad, and I was like,
My mom ex-boyfriend
Okay.
sees himself as like my dad.
and now I can't get out of that because it's like routine.
He has taken me fishing. Yeah, that's like one of the dad's.
Because you're just working with a
My mom takes me.
different way of seeing a human being,
Imagine.
which can help you just challenge your brain to think outside the box.
No, I understand like that's what I would do for English sword. But
Oh, sorry.
I have a stepdad.
You're already ahead.
I feel
You have
like
a
my
dad.
guy looks like
You get caught on the
what's the name of that character from Lord of the Rings?
Smeagol.
Yeah, I feel like my guy looks like
I can't
Smeagol.
remember anything.
Gollum?
I can remember that story from like a year ago
Gollum
in
is
this
cute.
Hutchins class.
No, my guy looks like Smeagol.
Why continues to
Yeah, Gollum's cute.
Smeagol and Gollum are two different things.
Smeagol and Gollum are the same thing, just Smeagol.
They're different characters.
No, not.
Yeah, they are.
Aren't they the same entity?
It's the same, like, entity, but it's like when you have dual personalities. Like, if you are a diehard, Smeagol and Gollum are totally different people.
Wait, say that again?
But they look the same. Like,
They are,
visually.
yeah, because Smeagol is a bad character, and Gollum is supposed to be a nice
Are
character.
you talking about like?
Well, either way, it looks like him.
Are you talking about Lord of the Rings?
I don't think so.
I'm confused.
Yes! You have lost your guy's bootay.
Mine? Oh,
You!
Did you guys
Yes!
not-
You lost his bootay.
I don't know what I did.
Find his bootay.
So mad at myself.
I don't really even know how else to say that. It just sounds weird if I'm like, get his butt back. What am I don't even know.
Disappointed in myself for saying.
Gluteus maximus. Where is it? I don't know. It just, every time I say it, sounds weird.
Wall.
I made mine into Avatar.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
At least I know where it's supposed to be. You're getting there.
Mine died in Avatar.
That's basically.
I have to redraw his eye. I'm just gonna be
Jesus. Yeah, his eyes making me mad too. And it was like
It's not
brown
on.
eye.
I like my guy's eyes.
Are we still gonna wear
Forgot
like
his
the different
nose.
my
No,
dad
no,
ever
right there.
experienced?
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah. The ear. I will come to your rescue.
Oh, I know why it was.
I feel like my ear's not big enough anymore. My guy doesn't look good.
Damn.
That's the story. I'm not good with hair.
I should have just done the little smiley face guy and been done. Smiley face with the hair.
My Avatar.
Ew, why does he look like that? Yours
What
trying.
does yours look like?
With the hair.
Mine looks
It
better
more
than
like
yours.
Avatar.
It's all
Why are you
muscular
giving-
and yours is like flat. I'm not good with hair, so I'm gonna like it how it is. It's
He looks like a
muscular.
triangle. He looks like an upside down
Shut up.
reed.
Did you come over here just to make fun of my drawing?
I came over there to show you that my drawing is shaggy and weird, and then you just say it looks like trash.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Zoinks. Accept my apology and move on. Dude, it does look like shaggy. That looks like that really looks like. What's his eyes? You know what this part is? I've decided that hair isn't really my thing.
Oh.
I mean, I get it, but
He's got like hair.
you have to deal with it.
Look at it. Especially like the front part that leans over.
Okay, so if you're like, I'm not really sure what to do over here, look, take his head, okay, and let's look at it in shapes. This is clearly a point,
No.
right? Hang on. So if we have a point there, we have to put a point here. Does that make sense? So if you're looking at it as round and then point, round, point. If you don't look at the shape of their head, you're going to lose the integrity of the shape, and then he's going to look like flat-headed or lopsided. And we do not want him to look flat-headed or lopsided. Okay, I'm coming, Ray.
I just need to use your shot.
Oh, that's fine. You better hurry, though, because you have like 5 minutes before you have to clean up.
Really?
Well, a little less than that, but yes. Hurry. What do you need?
I don't think my mouth, eyes, or ear look good.
Okay, next class, just FYI, we will be starting the shading process. So make sure you are aware and prepared.
Are we gonna do like on the things where we do shit 5
That will
minutes?
be on Friday.
Oh, it's on Friday.
Yes.
Yay, he looks so good.
He's like, he needs to be like stern.
I like doing.
I'm done. I'm like,
You need a good balance.
Where?
Holy
you can't have my hair there.
In the rut of only ever drawing, you know?
Oh, touch it.
And it gets very difficult if you ever really want to.
I can tell it's not muscles, but the face is.
I'm more like rabbit's face.
Yeah. Muscles
It's a
are
sharky guy. I don't really like that. Why his feet are turned inwards. Like, why are they not? I want him to go to attention, but his heels don't stay together. It's like half the cadets in our school trying to stay at attention.
There's a 7th grader kilo fight, and it's just painful to see how he does like the left and right face because he's doing it like it's an about face. He'll go like this.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about because I had a kid do that to me. My job is to teach cadets drill, and I had one kid who was doing perfect right and left faces, and then I taught him how to do an about face, and his right and left faces went out the window. He started doing them like that, and I was like, dude, come on, you were doing so good.
Make him do about face.
About face? Well, let me see if I can. Look, tipped over. I always ice pick it. I don't think these boots don't bend though. They're plastic boots. There is no not ice picking with this pair. Also, I ice pick when I about face. Like, if you watch me about face, I do ice pick. Yeah, that's right. It's easier to make me right and left face.
It's so cold.
Make him do a backflip.
I can't build into you warm and outside.
Boom.
Make him do like a cartwheel.
Just hit Cheryl.
I did.
We've been making him do drill. Ready?
Okay, now, before I even touch anything else,
We made him do an about
Terrible.
face. You ready?
that
Ready?
better with his arm.
Yes,
Okay.
much better.
Perfect.
Man dislocates his leg.
It's because he's got short legs.
Tell him to bend his knees.
Make him do a double
He's gonna
backflip.
pass out.
The boots go all the way up to here on him though.
How are you supposed to tuck in the...
What?
Make him do a double backflip.
Tell him that he's not blocking his glutes right.
That's not gravitational.
I can't talk
If you want to do it, you have to make it go like higher. So.
You almost hit his head. How dare you?
Fail.
I need to burn off all the snakes.
Because if he's just going like this, then it's just like it's not like gravitationally correct.
No, why did I ever follow the laws of gravity?
Now,
I need to get
The
the
eye
light
is
from
do you just casually start flying in the air?
So like if you look at
Casual.
those,
I'm a pilot. What do you
yes,
mean?
it's much
I'm
closer
mad
to
that
the
Isaac
nose
Newton
edge
invented
than
gravity.
we think. We want to put the eye.
I wanna be able to fly.
but it's like right
Get your pilot's license and you can.
Now I want to be able to fly like Superman. Go like this. And just boom.
Nazi salute.
He looks so corny though. When he flies. Like, just fly.
Fly.
Like, why does he gotta stick his arm out like all...
He's got to be so extra. He's got to be like this whenever he's flying. Like why not just go?
Yes, this is
Does that just
Love
look
it.
weird?
No, it doesn't.
Looks weirder than this.
It doesn't look weird until you think it's weird, but then if that's like the norm, then it's not weird.
I don't know why any of you have cleaned up because you still have 2 minutes.
I haven't cleaned up. I'm just standing here.
What?
Sides of your sink are
Oh
going
my god.
I know, they're really annoying.
Well, no, I've shredded all of it and
I have a straight razor that you can go in there with.
doing?
The next time. It's great.
We
But that's what
I
that straight
tried
razor
pulling it
helps
off and it didn't
Okay.
work, so I'm finished.
You file down your.
I'm not crow feathers. No.
I've never been able to bite shrooms.
Yours looks just like hers.
I just honest and bold. And then 2 things are made out of it. And there's like 4 of them.
Okay,
So
I'm
I
gonna fire
all
myself.
and then I
Hey!
Okay, well I am that mean,
We're
but
gonna do it on Friday, but come in. You can wear either your regular Friday
I
clothes,
think I had like...
or you can wear like
my
Still doing better than you.
like
I really...
Do one of your other classes.
Man, can you help me with math?
How many F's you have?
Jono.
He's not even here, so he can't read any.
Mr. Storm is here.
I don't even know. And then I have math. I'm getting math up. I should have at least a D by now. And then I have science. And I have 3 ants. Yeah, botany and science.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Was like,
That's
sorry.
Miss
Oh, I
Grace.
had the wrong classroom.
I like my bald guy.
I liked my smiley face guy, but now he's gone. and
For our
I'm
next
sad.
assignment, can we do Mr. Clean?
For next time, my problem was more with his hair.
We should do
Nothing
Mr.
fancy.
We should do.
We're gonna do Mr. Clean. Mr. Dumb.
we went anime.
I wanted to what?
Mr. Clean.
This just sounds awesome. I wanted to see like doing a basketball action shot, like just taking a picture of it.
We should do it like we should try to do this stuff to say the button one who does the best. Like
You're done.
Oh, he rises with money.
Clean up now, clean up now, clean up now.
Yes.
Miss Carter, can I ding your
Oh,
bell?
that's your homework.
Yeah.
And then he also makes us do. He also he made us do push-ups. We didn't get
Miss Carter, can I ding the bell?
That's all
Hey!
I'm doing for basketball.
It is now time to clean up.
We really need to practice.
Let's stop recording.